All right, so this is breaking news. Breaking news. This came out earlier today. Trump, Zelensky, and J.D. Vance have shocking, explosive argument in the Oval Office, and keep an eye on this. This shows that Daniel 7:20 is on point, and also Revelation 17:16 is on point, and prophecy is being fulfilled. Whose look was more stout than his fellows. Hey, that's America looking down on these other European nations, their European allies, especially their allies. They don't care about their allies. And, Zelensky earlier this year came out and said, I believe it was earlier this year or late last year, he came out and said that pretty much America undermines the EU, their allies especially. And if if the EU, he said if the EU were to leave America, America wouldn't feel any way, because America sees the EU as a burden, man. Because they feel like they always got to pick up the tab, which they do, right? So, whose look was more stout than his fellows is playing out right here as well. Zelensky, he personally came. He didn't send an ambassador. He personally came to the White House. He brought the press, and this is how he was treated. He was shut down, basically called a little man. He on live television, and Donald Trump said, "Hey, look, we empowered you to look like a strong man or a strong nation when you're really not." That's not nice to say that. That's not nice to say that. You have to remember, this guy is a ruler too. He rules a nation, and you're not treating him that way. You're just treating him like a kid. That's not very nice. But I will say this as well. Zelensky is not innocent. Zelensky is actually corrupt. His nation is corrupt, right? And a lot of his chief officers that are underneath him, they're very corrupt too. Very corrupt. I believe that goes into I think that's Second Ezra's the 10th chapter. The ruler is as officers, I believe. I think that's Second Ezra's the 10th chapter, I believe. But it's in the Apocrypha. But yeah, man, it's a well-known fact that his wife was using all that aid money for pleasure, man. For taking expensive trips to the Swiss Alps, for ski trips, going on shopping sprees in France, buying expensive handbags and things of that nature. And also, I believe his chief medical army psychiatrist had about $1 million worth of financial aid. All these assets. So she bought like all these apartments, B&Ws, had about $150,000 of cash in her apartment. They found, in American dollars, by the way, they found all of that. So, this guy's government is corrupt. It's a well-known fact. But still, this guy is a leader, and you're treating him this way. That's not good. That's not good. That is not good. So this is Daniel chapter 7, verse 19. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. Beautiful. The fourth beast, that's America, man. And you can compare this to Rome. But really, America is Rome in the spirit. But yeah, America is diverse. Rome is diverse as well. Rome back then, they had They had a senate. They didn't have a traditional monarchy. They voted their rulers into power, and they were known for utilizing iron, that very strong metal. Okay? And that iron is symbolic of them being able to destroy other nations with their military. And they're very strong in power and strength. And that's America today. Their teeth, they have iron teeth. And going into their special forces, their military, and things of that nature, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamp the residue with his feet. That's right, and that's America today. They're able to do that. And everybody fears them. That's why they're known as the hammer of the earth, pursuant to Jeremiah 50, verse 23. Yeah, and he's letting this guy know that. He's like, look, man, if it wasn't for our army, Vladimir Putin would have taken you down in about 3 days. Easy. Easy. Easy, all right? The only reason why you're lasting this long is because of us. You need to get that through your head, and you need to be thankful. That's what Trump and J.D. Vance were telling this guy. I don't care. All right? Beautiful. That's that Stout. Oh, man. So it says, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the others which came up, and before whom 3 fell. Okay, who's the 3 that fell? The 3 that fell were Britain, France, and Spain. And those 3 countries were colonizing America before it gained its independence, right? Before they started doing their own thing. Excuse me. When you go into the history of that. But yeah, this is what I want to focus on. The Stout and his fellows. Yeah, this is how America, looks down on their European allies. They're extremely proud, extremely haughty, and arrogant. This is very arrogant for him to talk like this. He's very proud, right? Very haughty. You gotta show some thanks, man. Show some gratitude. We're helping you out here. When he's not really helping. He came and he showed that, since the beginning of the war, going back to 2014, which he had to remind him when it started. Donald Trump, he made a mistake. He didn't even know when the war started. He got it twisted and said 2015, but then they corrected him and said it was 2014. This was back when Obama was in power. But he made a point. He's like, when Obama was here, going through, when it was Obama, when the war, first popped off, or the altercations and stuff like that, the problems, I mean. He said that we were on our own. You guys never came in and helped us. We were on our own. We're a strong nation too. You can't just say that we're strong. We're not a strong nation if we don't have you. We were fending for ourselves. Right? So, that shows the arrogancy, the pride. He doesn't want to acknowledge that. Right. So, that's going into that Stout. So, let me get this. This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. And this is talking about the wicked Esau, Edom. They're like venomous snakes. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. That's right. A deaf adder, a deaf snake. And they're deaf literally and spiritually. And that's Donald Trump, man. He's deaf. He doesn't want to hear anything that this guy has to say, let alone spiritually. He's trying to upset the prophecies, pursuing to Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. He thinks that what he's doing is going to stop World War III, and that's what he's trying to tell this guy. Look, man, what you're doing right now, you as a dictator, and what you're doing, right, with Putin, that's gonna cause World War III. But you behaving this way, that's gonna cause World War III too. Pursuing to Revelation 17 and 16. So this guy, he's spiritually blocked. He's spiritually deaf, and he doesn't care. It's his way or the highway. So this guy is a deaf adder. This guy is a deaf adder, man. And that's good. We hope you bring in World War III, Trump. We hope you do. Okay, because when you do that, then Yahushua can intervene, and then we can get the kingdom and get the hell up out of here. All right, so this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 12. This links up with Daniel chapter 7 and 20. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of The nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Yeah, and your mother is Great Britain, and your own mother don't even like you. Hell, you look down on your own mother. All right, and your mother's a part of NATO and the EU. Pretty much, she's a part of the beast system. That's what I want to say. Your mother is a part of the beast system, and she's gonna turn on you as well. Okay, so not even your own mother likes you. That's a damn shame, man. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, ye shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is all leading up to that hate, and eventually it's going to turn into war, which is really World War III. Because some of those EU powers, man, they have nuclear capabilities, man. Right. They're going to shoot their missiles upon America. But this is adding to that hate. Hey, America's going to go right down with Israel. All right. Israel and America are going to go down together, and these nations are going to shoot missiles upon them, especially America. So yeah, that's Revelation 17 and 16. Okay, Revelation 17 and 16. And I'll read this, 17. For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. That's right, it's the Lord's will. And the Lord is doing all of this. Who can resist his will? Nobody can. Nobody can resist his will. Prophecy will be fulfilled, because our Lord is the King of prophecy. Our Lord Yahweh Bashem El Shai is a prophet. Okay, he says things before it happens, and nobody can change what he has to say or what he has written. And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. There you go. There you go. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindered. This is talking about the king of Babylon. And right now, he is the face of Babylon. Okay, even though he's a puppet. Okay. And yeah, man, he's ruling in anger. Continual stroke. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. It's my way or the highway. I'll put sanctions on you. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to remove my military, and we're going to see how long you're going to last. And yeah, more people are going to die, and I don't care. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? That's going to happen in the future. But yes, you are the hammer of the whole earth. You're that hammer because you have that military. You know what a hammer does? A hammer smashes things. If you have a hammer and you're able to slam it on the table, it means you're casting down judgment like a judge. And that's what you are. You're the judge. Right now you're talking about, okay, let's come up with a solution because you're the judge of it. But you're not liking what this guy's saying. So now you're being arrogant. But it just shows you America is a judge. They're in control of the world, and they mediate on the behalf of others too. But don't cross them. Don't cross them, or you're gonna get smashed and embarrassed. This is Revelation chapter 11 verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That's right. So you can't stop World War III. Okay, can't stop World War III. All right, you can't stop it. Can't stop it. You can't anticipate things. You can't control things. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen no matter what. Anyways, that's all that I got. I hope this was edifying. Just some thoughts that I had. Until next time, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMST. I say Shalom and Shalom unto the hopeful elect Kwame Yasha Allah and Abad Babal.